Welcome back everyone, and this is another video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And actually I googled some halal place close to Chamartin, and I'm going to eat in a restaurant, something nice hopefully. I don't know, I just like beautiful sunshine, and I thought to enjoy it by walking in it. The place is about 20 minutes away, and I didn't mind it at all because the weather is really nice, and I thought to walk, bring you along, and let's eat. Well, since I thought why not share my story of the NHS interview with you. My interview with the NHS, I was given a date which wasn't suitable for me, so I rescheduled it. So for you guys who think your date for the interview might not be good for you, it is okay to reach out to your employer and ask for a change. Don't be afraid to call it, send them an email, because they are definitely very understanding and they can change it for you. My second date arrived, and I was interviewed on 26th November. My interview began with some basic questions, that who I am, where I am from, and where did I graduated from. I told them about myself and that I'm from Pakistan and I've studied in Hungary for 4 years as a nurse. Second question, they asked me that how did I find my interest in nursing, and I spoke about me working in Pakistan as an ECG technician. I wasn't working, but I was studying to be an ECG technician back home in 2012, and this is where I found my interest in nursing, and they were happy to hear that. Then I think my third question arrived, that why do I want to apply for this cardiorespiratory rotation program in this hospital. I told them that since I'm a new graduate and I want to learn skills, I'm a very curious person, and cardiology has always fascinated me since ECG has been a big part of my life. In my bachelor's program I got an internship in cardiology unit in Frankfurt, Germany, for which I studied a bit of German as well. What I told them else was that I volunteered with the Hungarian ambulance, and we did a lot of chest compressions. Not a lot, but yeah, this was one of the skills that we had to learn, CPR. I'm always inclined towards cardiology. Even in that ECG technician hospital, I was becoming ECG technician, and I was mostly sitting in the coronary care unit, or so-called CCU, for my hands-on training. So that was one. I even did this basic life support for healthcare providers by American Red Cross when I was there in Pennsylvania in 2018. So I spoke about all these fancy stuff to impress them, or even tell them that this is who I am and this is why I want to do what I want to do, and this is why I applied with you. So you need to find that niche that clicks all together for what you are doing. Then I think the next question was about some anatomy of heart. So talk about the 4 chambers of heart and how the conduction system happens. Not even the conduction, but the blood flow of the heart. So I spoke about there are 2 atriums, 2 ventricles. Blood comes, deoxygenated blood comes from the superior and inferior vena cava, and then it comes, or ejects into the right atrium, and from there it goes to the tricuspid valve, and it drains into the right ventricle. From there it can be pushed by pulmonary valve to the pulmonary veins, that is bringing pulmonary arteries, that is bringing deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and that there is a bifurcation right for the right and left lung. Blood gets oxygenated in the lungs, and then it comes back by 4 pulmonary veins, bringing oxygenated blood back to the left atrium, and then there are 4 valves that opens up in the left atrium. There is a bicuspid valve from the left atrium that goes into the left ventricle, which is the largest chamber of the heart. From the left ventricle, blood pumps out into the aortic valve in the aorta, and then from the arch of aorta there are other arteries which basically bring the blood to the whole body. This is the oxygenated blood this time. I know it's a lot of anatomy and physiology, but for those who are not nurses out there, it's a good thing to learn, you know. And then they asked me, how would you do chest compressions if you see somebody collapsed in front of you? I told them that I would first of all check for the safety, and then I would look, listen, feel for 10 seconds. And if there is no response, first of all I will check for response before I look, listen and feel. There is no response, then if the person is an adult, I will start the first of all I'll call for the help, and then I'll start compressions by 30 chest compressions and then 2 breaths or oxygenation, you know. And then they asked me for the child or kids who are infants, we would do 15 chest compressions and then 2 breaths for them. They were very happy and satisfied by that. Then they asked me about the disease process. So they asked me about the heart failure, what happens in that. So I said pump function of the heart can be problematic, and heart is not pumping enough blood in the whole body. So that is why we can see, they basically asked me the symptom of chronic heart failure. I mentioned about the edema in the whole body, and they were like, yeah, perfect, this is great. So yeah, they were happy about it when I spoke about it. And then they asked me what kind of medications would you give, and I mentioned like diuretics, for example, furosemide could be one. They said that is good. And then they also asked me about the angina. I mentioned there are 2 types of angina, stable, unstable, of course. Then what else? They asked me a bit about ECG, what will happen if you see like heart failure or something with the heart has happened in the past. I mentioned we can see ST segment elevation if there is a chronic problem, not chronic but like acute oxygenation trouble with the heart. So MI, infarction in 2, 3 and lead AVF. What else? And then if it is chronic, we could see a chronic Q wave in the ECG complex. So those were the things that I mentioned, and they were quite happy. Remember, I could remember all these because I was studying for my NCLEX that I failed recently. But okay, I survived this interview, and I'm not very afraid, or I wasn't bad at it. I think I did fine. And then they basically told me the good news after 5 minutes of the interview, in which they told me that I am hired and they will help me get the contract and all that. After I was told this news on 26th November, I waited for about 1 month for my pre-employment checks to be done. Those were done on 23rd of December, and I received my certificate of sponsorship on 30th December, and on 5th January I applied for my visa, like today. Second part of the video, as you know. If you haven't seen my previous video, you should watch the last video that I've just made for how to do, how my experience was with Madrid's biometrics for the UK immigration. Alright, so that's about it. I'm now almost arriving to the place I wanted to eat in. Let's go. Due to taking all this video, I have basically taken a long route. Not intentionally but unintentionally, because I was filming and I did not know that I went to a wrong pathway. No problem. Nice dogs over there. They blocked my way, and the owner mentioned perdón, which is sorry, and I said it's all right, no problem. I should have said de nada. You know, Spanish doesn't come in quickly into my brain. I end up saying things in English, just like I just said, you know, now, and I said no problem. So yeah, this is where we are. Look at all these lights, so cool, no? I think I have almost found the place. It says Fast Chicken FCC. I'm feeling hungry now. Let's eat. Here it is. Okay, it's time to read some Arabic. Matam Abuta. As soon as I went in, the place wasn't unfortunately open, so I'm gonna find another place now. Good walk. So I've been looking into the area, and there is none halal restaurants. Burger King, can you believe that? I mean, this is one of the most traditional student meals, and I'm gonna take that today. There is nothing else I can find right now, and I'm starving. This place doesn't even open 30, which is weird because Burger King's really open from breakfast till midnight, but exceptions, they are basically now balancing their work-life balance inside. I don't know why they wouldn't open until 12:30. You know all this drill of Burger King, so I don't have to show you in the vlog. You know all that. Hopefully I'll take a picture and also post it inside the video. I'm gonna end this vlog here, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked going with me. If you have anything to add, if you have, you know, anything similar to share, anything, just feel free to comment, and see you in the next one, in which I will talk about my NHS contract and, you know, other stuff, visa updates, my nursing pin, you know, that has been delayed since months, about 4 months now. So NMC complains. We are coming up, guys. Again, take care and have a good day. Bye bye. These metro stations are massive, especially of Plaza de Castilla. And you might be wondering, why am I wearing all the time this mask? It's because I really find it soft on my skin. It's made of I don't know what, but this is the material that I can put on my face for a little bit longer than traditional masks. So don't mind me wearing this mask most of the time. I do wash it whenever necessary, of course. So that's not something of... By the way, I'm going back now, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Just realizing this purple color leads us to the right metro station. So I think this is a nice system. Instead of, you know, reading signs, and sometimes, you know, we can still mess up, it's the best way to lead us to the right metro, since it is color coded everywhere. If you can see, it's all purple. That saw a grape here. Let's put it in this thingy. We will throw it later. This was going all over, so I have put it in my bag.
Próxima estación, Vinateros.
This is one of the huge Burger Kings that I've ever seen. Starts from there and finishes to the other place.